our mission, sort of not a mission, is to have our kind of design the drum part, okay? Which I'm gonna do like right off the bat. So here's what we have right here, okay? We usually start with my startup, which has 4 LFOs. Then we've got 2 ADSRs. Then we've got 2 VCAs, 2 noise, and a ring modulator. Just because we had a spare slot right there. Then we've got audio mix that is connected to left and right. That's kind of how I like to have it. And my plan is, in the next week, stay connected because we are gonna use Novation control surfaces to get these things moving. So here we go. What is gonna be our designer for drums? We could use samples. We could use, like short sawtooths and stuff like that. I actually want to use heartbeat. I want the 2 kicks. I'm probably gonna go clap, rim, hi-hat, although I don't usually use them. Some percussion, cymbal maybe, not the EQ. Or do we add the EQ? We add the EQ, okay. The EQ is really nice. I don't know if you've ever used that. And then we've got a MIDI to trigger. What did I have? I had a sequencer 16. I think we need a beat sequencer right here. Okay, just for kicks, for starters. I'm gonna press play, nothing's gonna play, but then we're gonna sync it and we're gonna see where we are. But I want the clock to be going. Okay, so we do 16 notes for starters, clock and reset. And then we're gonna load one with like a kick. But I usually don't do, okay, well, let's do this. Because that's what people usually do. Then we take number 1, which is trigger out, and we send it to trigger in, here. I'm not thinking I'm gonna use CV, which we're not really CVing here. So I'm gonna go out, and I'm probably, just for kicks, gonna try and go here. It is working now. You remember last time? It was completely glitching out on us. Unbelievable, right? It was doing like double triggers. And there's no reason why that should happen. Absolutely, like no reason. Okay, so here's what we're gonna do. We're gonna send these to our first VCA in, and then we're gonna output it here. Right? Did I scare you? Right, so we're not really using the ADSR for a second, but that's okay. Just a little bit. Okay, so we've got some effects going. That's okay. I'm not using filters or anything, but this is our first kick. I loved how loud that was because it hit against the mix bus, and what you heard is not actually the sound of that, is the mix bus that pushed down. And I'm thinking my mix bus is gold for this thing as well. It just broke in, and it was still very loud, but it was contained and it was nice. Hey Hector, hello, welcome. All right, so now we do trigger number 2. Let's do this. I absolutely have no idea what I'm doing, obviously. So we do trigger number 2, we're sending it to trigger number 2, and we're taking the output of this, we're sending it here, gain at 0 for now, and then we're sending it here. That's our second kick. Then we send the gain up, because now our gain is happening there. I love heartbeat. It sounded awesome. Oh, Ecuador, you mean when it bumped out of oblivion? I said it hits against the mix bus, and the mix bus kind of reacted to it. It's not a clean mix bus, so we didn't hear just volume clipping. We heard the limiter after everything, and before that, there's a Varimu compressor, there's a Sontic EQ. Like, the things really got the emulation of getting blasted, and it sounded off the hook good. Maybe we should really push this into the mix bus. It's not pitching as I wanted though. okay? So this, for example, is kind of a, I was gonna say it's kind of a vibe. I'm getting this young way of talking. Who am I? But again, like heartbeat, kick 1 and 2, they're all you need. They're so good. Here it is. You hear how the first kick is opening up? This is going, I know Marco, who is in the bridge, is looking at the instruments of the spaceship, and he's gonna go like, he's gonna just push it. We're gonna crash again. Okay, so this is beautiful. Each time I talk and stuff, I'm gonna just lower it because I want to keep this thing going so that we don't do that much. Here's what we're gonna do. I like this, but I want the ADSR to be kind of ready, okay? And we're not able to really constrain the kicks as I want them to almost be kind of like tiny waveforms because we're not using ADSRs. They're here though, right? Virtually. So here's what we're gonna do. We're gonna take, again, the gate out of this, and we're gonna say, look, this is our gate, and I'm thinking this also has to be a trigger as well. Hopefully that will work. Hopefully. So the gate should open. It should also call for a retrigger. The output of this has to go as CV in for our first kick. Okay. So then we drop this down. I'm thinking. And then we use the CV to bump it up. Which I'm not hearing because the D is very, very short. No, I'm not hearing anyway. Okay. Why am I getting betrayed like this? Oh, I know what that is. Because we're not getting gate information out of this? No, come on. Don't do this to me. Oh, because we're on high maybe. Right on. Hear how short that is though. Oh no, hold on. I'm stupid. Am I stupid? I am. Why we're hearing that though? Oh, because it's opening really fast? All right, okay. So we're getting an impulse and that's not note. Okay, so I'm learning. We don't have gate information to open that thing because this just sends trigger outs. It doesn't send gate outs. Okay? Can we convert trigger to gates? No. But you know what we're gonna do? We're just gonna use gates for 16 notes. Which is not really what I wanted to do, but I'm gonna do it anyway. Okay, so gate is here. I could use waveforms to do it. But I don't want to do that. Let's try that. It's not doing it anyway. Okay. Why is that not doing that though? This should work. CV in. I'm getting that out. That goes there. We're getting that. Where am I failing? Do we don't need to trigger? I'm going to know in a second, and you're gonna go like, I've been telling you, but if you don't write that, I don't know. So the gate itself is, maybe the gate itself should be the kick. Hold on, I'm getting an idea here, which is also going, yeah, maybe I am getting the right idea. And the retrigger as well? No, maybe not. No, maybe yes. I'm still thinking that's the way. Okay. Okay. See, that shouldn't have happened, but it did, and I'm glad it did. You see the depth, what it has here. How do they say it in the US though? Derpfer. So it's set on exponential, which should be banned from real life usage, because this thing on exponential gets super loud. But that, man, we're there. We're there. It's not exactly what I wanted to do, but I'm liking that a lot. So I'm gonna keep that. Because it's got a note now, so it could be tuned to do bass as well. But it's not what I wanted to do. First time. Okay. So, okay. I'm kind of loving this, but I wasn't expecting the gate on the kick to do this. Maybe because it's full volume, whatever. This is okay and it's always open, but the way it closes is kind of weird. But this is a sound. We're using this. We're going with this sound. We're going with the percussion now. Number 3 is gonna be our perk. So trigger out. It's like, why did I sign up for this? So we got the 2 kicks. Now we're gonna do this as well. Let's use some healthy volume. You see how I go left, right all the time? Eventually I want to map my 2 controlled surfaces to have the last part as those mixers you see. The 4 knobs I want to have as the very last row so that I can do left, right patterning by volume changes so that I can pan sounds around by doing just changes of there. So those 2 audio mixes are going to be on the XLs. I'm so waiting on Novation to send me those. I already kind of booked 2. You know, they're like new, super new. Anyway, let's do for percussion. I have no idea what I want to do. I don't even know how that sounds though. Let's try that. Okay, I'm loving this. Okay, that's too much. Okay, we should modulate this. Equor says, what do you think could be a good flexible synth for beginners? Okay, there's some ideas I have in mind. Do you want, oh, there's actually many. I'm thinking it depends on your budget, but I would say, obviously I'm kind of biased because I love Korg stuff and they make kind of right things, but I would say the bass station I have here by Novation is amazing, but it's mono or paraphonic. So I don't know if you want to have something that is polyphonic. I would say a Digilog, Korg Digilog, or if you push your budget a little bit, a multi-poly, like absolutely. For the price it has, a multi-poly. And I always like synths with keyboards. You might want to get modules, but in my idea, I would recommend to have kind of a nice 3-octave here. Right. The multi-poly is right here. I'm gonna take this guy right here. Look, form factor, it's got the size, everything there. Nice wooden kind of looking things. It sounds off the hook. If you get on Patreon and you ask people on Discord who got the native version, they'll tell you this thing is the latest in analog modeling. Enough. Doing mod. Okay, I hope it doesn't fall. If it falls, we hear a sound and I turn back. It's gonna be like a YouTube short. For sure. The multiple is just unbelievable. I have a masterclass out. Again, I'm doing shameless plugs. I have a masterclass out that is paid for on my Patreon that explores. It is the most comprehensive thing ever done on the multipoly. But there's also videos on my YouTube channel on the multipoly playing. Just watch it and do. You love mono weird stuff type. Okay, then the Base Station 2 for sure. I'm missing so many for sure. You can look into like Absolute, the Mini Freak would be awesome as well. I was talking about that with somebody. And then yeah, probably I'll get a Base Station too. But mono, there's also, I mean, depends on your budget, obviously. Like, you know, Moogs you don't really dislike. I love the modal stuff, but that would, if you're into weird wave shaping things, then maybe look at the mod wave or the wave state. Those are also kind of budget friendly. They get really, really weird. But if you want to get weird with subtractive synthesis, then maybe multipoly. Although you don't really need to use like subtractive synthesis. So, all right, let's do the percussion thing here. Let me see what this sounds like. Okay, these I like. But I want to kind of get this to pitch a little bit. Let's see where we go. Although we need to limit this. This is going to be too much. Okay, we need a limiter. Add. Let me add. For now, it's not clicking anything. This is working really good. I should save. Boom. CV mix. No, we need a divider. Like not a multiple, but not a divider. I keep calling it divider. It's not exactly what I want. I want to kind of restrain these, and I forget dual gain. Here we go. I always like to use dual gains for this. We're going to use a sine here. We're going out here, and we're getting a pitch in here. So now we can go like, yeah, 0.5 probably is fine. Let's see this. A little bit of that. See if that works. Okay, let's go. Okay, but okay, that's more my vibe. That's more my vibe. Now number 4. Save. That's gonna be our distractor. That's gonna be called something battlecruiser. I want this to be a battlecruiser kind of approach. This thing's getting close to scanner range, and this is bad. These guys got tons of weapons. You're getting locked in. There's no escape. Also, it doesn't use stealth because it doesn't need stealth. This thing wants to be seen, so force to be reckoned with. It's sector security. Maybe that's the name we're gonna use. Sector security. All right, you get the idea? There's yeah, okay. I'm getting goosebumps right here. I'm getting goosebumps for real. I've played too many video games and watched too many movies. All right, let's calm down. Do we use clap, rim, or hat? Or symbol? No, we're gonna use hat. Honestly, okay, let's go channel. Let's go 4 in here. Output to this guy. Output to 4. Okay, we're not all, why am I doing this without that? Okay. Okay, now it's really getting a feature of it. Let's try and make it very short. I have the sound in my head, but I just want to see where it goes. Okay, hear the difference. Pitch is completely off. Okay, here. But less decay. Okay. Man, this thing. Heartbeat is beautiful. Maybe I'm nuts, but I can loop this thing forever. This thing, I just cannot get enough of this. The hi-hat, the wave synth idea is just awesome. It always kind of works. And I can pan it. Okay. I'm getting super excited about this. Do we want to use some? I'm curious as to using something parallel here. I mean, do you have suggestions, like, crew? What do we look at this? There's things I know that I want to use, but not. Maybe we should just load another MIDI sequencer. Actually, sequencer 16, I think. Okay, we do it. We would need an oscillator though to kind of have it play. You know what we could do? It's gonna explode. We shouldn't do it. I had an idea. We should not do it. Imagine playing this over like Chick High Swamps that I just released on Patreon like yesterday. Is it gonna explode? It is gonna explode, right? Let's keep exploring, not exploding. Okay, now we send 16. No, we're sending 30 seconds. Okay, why have I done this? No, here. Right. And so now we've got 30 seconds and we're going trigger. We're gonna try maybe a clap. I don't know. Let's try a clap first. Now we might get into issues. We need another mixer here. Mixer. That's how I want to do it. So this is going to go. Those are the two kicks. That's a perk and that's a hat. Okay, so we're going here. We're going here. Okay, we reset these. And we use this for the, what was it? The hat. Here. Okay. I keep hearing something like this. We need this. Okay, hold on. No. I keep making the same mistake all the time. I think the inputs and outputs are... this. I mean, hi-hats to me need delay all the time. But it needs to be lower, right? So... this is so good. Okay. I'm playing it very safe because if we feedback the heck out of these, we're dead. I'm loving this. Let's handle the feedback a little bit. Let's go here. I'm gonna go backwards. I have ideas, but just not enough money to cover this. We'll do it. Hold on. We need to keep it so that when the sign moves, it feeds back a little. Okay, you hear it? Sometimes it's there, sometimes it isn't. Okay, I like this. Do we sync it? Maybe we should. Maybe not. I'm liking this. I'm getting afraid to touch stuff now. Okay. Let's try sync on. When it settles down, then it's gonna be nice. It doesn't have to feedback all the time, just a little bit. That's a little bit too... I still like it much better. Man, this is even more atmospheric and it doesn't really need to change that much. Okay, so now we got this guy that we're sending trigger outs to for the clap, but it's not going anywhere. So let's try and do it from here. Goosebumps. Do we have gates? No, because I turned it off. Okay, so... Okay, so these are 30 seconds, okay. These are gonna be a problem to have. Maybe I can kind of plant these. I'm not thinking I need a clap, but let's see. Let's try and hear where we are here. That's a more trappy thing, right? Because it's 30 seconds. But we're gonna go triplets. Doesn't quite work. I don't think it's the right feel. I'm gonna go 16s anyway. I had an idea that was probably more 16s. This. Just this. Now let's hear how it works. Because I don't want the clap to be clap. Okay, but that's good. No. That one, no, for sure. Okay. Okay, I like this. Let's use this. Let's try and see what would happen if we do reams as well, but on a penta. I'm pushing this. I want to see when it's gonna explode. Let me save. I love this thing. Let's go again, like clock, 16s, reset here, gate out here. Let me go trigger to rim, and then the rim goes here and here. Then maybe we use a filter for the most interesting kind of stuff. Never this for me. This thing needs to get destroyed. Because this has potential. This thing's gotta get destroyed. We gotta find one thing that's gonna explode it. This is unbelievable. maybe a tiny little bit of pitch on the rim. Little bit. Let's try maybe with this one. This has to be destroyed. There's no discussion. We're destroying this thing. Do we have the money to handle this? What are we gonna use to destroy this? We need something bad. We need something bad. How about rings? Do we want to try and ring it? Or cloud it? Or Kergasmatron it? Let's ring it. No, let's... Yes. Let's ring it. Let's try it. I don't know. So I'm gonna keep 3 as the original, and I'm gonna move 4 to the input. And we're gonna do this. God, what? Unbelievable. This is not what we want, but it's gonna become what we want. Oh, I love this. Unbelievable. We would have bass if we... Okay, I like this. But we need to go here. Oh, we completed our journey. Okay. It's holding amazingly. Okay. Think, what do we need? We need another ADSR? No, we had it. But I'm gonna splurge. We're gonna need this guy. And then we need another VCA. Whatever. This. And for convenience, I'm gonna move rings here because they're together. So this guy goes here actually. This guy goes here. This guy goes here. This guy goes here. Why am I not hearing it that much? I mean, come on. Come on. No joke. This is good. Hold on. You ready? Because we never... Are you ready? I am not. Got it, but I want to vary this a little bit. The even is unbelievable. Are you ready? Not too much. I think linear for now is safer. And you know what? This is insane, but I'm gonna try that. No, too much. I just woke you up though. Your parents are gonna go like, what are you doing in that bedroom again? like these though. Okay. I don't want to touch the rings, but let's do something stupid. This is gonna cost us. Ready? No. Yes. How do we mix these, dude, though? I can't really take it that way. This is good, but this should be mixed in. Okay. We're doing it. Where are we coming in from these? Ah, yes. I forgot. No, we need 2 more mixers. Unbelievable. I'm gonna do it though. We need this. I'm completely stoned. Not really. Like I'm completely lucid. Don't ban the stream. I haven't done anything. I have nothing in my bloodstream. Just nothing. Truly sparkling water. However, I'm really completely spacing out. That's probably I shouldn't have used that term, but I did. But I'm completely lucid. Like, look at me. Serious. Let's go. Let's. I have to be careful with the wording. You know, you never know. So this is gonna be our in here, right? No, like this. Okay. We're good. Then we're also doing, well, this goes here, but then we also send the odd to the input, and we send these again to here. Okay. How is this sustaining itself? I don't know. Equor, I have people on Patreon that are telling me like, how is your computer not exploding after all these years? This is a 5 below, like. Here we go. Okay, hold on. I have another idea. We have to delay the parallels. Let's see if it works, okay? This is only for CV? No, right? This is gonna work. I know that. Let me create 2 of them. Maybe it's gonna explode now. But this is already a lot. Actually, let me save. It's just keep exploring. You never know. Okay, now we're crashing it. Maybe I'm asking too much from. Maybe, just maybe I'm asking too much. Hear this? This is what I wanted. Problem is we're crunching it now. So I need to kind of... I think I'm gonna... We're killing it. But I have faith in this thing. This thing's gonna do it. It seems it's not doing it. Well, we called it. It is still a lot though, come on, honest. Why is this though? Can we try that? Now it's asking for help. Maybe not, hold on. Okay, now it works. Okay, we've got a call for something else. Saturation. we can play with what we have. Okay, let's do that. We could push to 4096. It's gonna kill our Nuendo. You know what we could experiment with? Like, hold on. What if we go high? Imagine I do it now that this thing is playing. I love rings. I don't know where I'm going. Come on. It's not really my cup of tea, but this is insane. It's just a fantastic module. This thing is unbelievable. Here, you can't really hear it doing that percussive thing any longer, but it's in there. It's brutal the way it's playing this. I'm loving this. Let me. So we're going there, we're going there, we're going there, we're going there. Okay, I'm thinking. Do we? What? When it's like this, it's like, do we touch it? Yes, we do. Let's try and change some of, not the patterns, but you remember we were doing. I love this. I mean, I'm completely mesmerized. I completely forgot I was even streaming. Which is a good thing, Hear how hard it can beat this? This is why I want to control surfaces. What? What? Come on. Don't tell me this is softer. This is not even real. But this is kicking major behind, people. This is I got goosebumps here. As documented by the bigger camera picture right there. You remember what we did here? It's gonna explode though. Will we try that? Come on, this is good. I hope you like that, because I think it's cool. Like everything we designed. You can change things so much and so nicely. Right? Vibe, Mark. Thanks. I think we got it. We got what we wanted. We got it. People live on stream. We got it. This is the machine that will design some of the stuff of the record. This is good. We got it. Live on stream, people. And I have just a mouse and I'm suffering, because imagine having the knobs. I had goosebumps. Like, I'm not even playing this thing. This thing's been playing me. And what? We got it. We got it. So the mixers, as usual in my setups, are what are designing the just the blend. I think just the mixers in modular synthesis are so important. You just need to kind of bring up things on time. You don't really need to change the steps or anything. But man, I'm spacing out myself. This is good. No idea on how this thing is surviving. If we turn on another patch, you know what? We should try this, because we really should try this. I'm thinking if we turn on another patch, it's not said that it's gonna explode, because this is per core based. Each instance of Softube Modular loads a core and then dies within a core if the core cannot take it. So Like I am spaced out as if I were just, I had just been in a club and I went out because a friend called me or something, and it's like, I'm right here, but I can't find you. And I've been 2 hours in there and I'm here now. Wow. Okay. And I'm telling you, the Atom speakers here are just, we could vibe in here. Let's try Chikai's Womps that I designed yesterday, see where we are. Okay, I already like this. Now, how to bring both on screen without getting butchered? This is Chikai's Womps. And it's and you can download these on Patreon, on my Patreon, this patch. But I don't remember what it does exactly when I press play. So here's what we're gonna do. I'm gonna lower this. The modular 4, the one we did right now. It works. Okay, so this is 2 instances now. Everybody, fasten your seatbelts because this is 2. Okay, this is 2 patches now. You see where I'm going with this. You see where I'm going. I see what the project is. Am I giving you the right idea? Okay, just as... Okay, now it's glitching a little bit, but it's good. We go back here. Okay, now it's ever so slightly dying. I'm curious if we had 4096, if this thing would hold it. Hear how the mix bus is moving. This is nasty. The brightness is nice, but it's dangerous. This is vibing. This is the two instances are not as heavy as the one that we had before. Like it you wouldn't say two of them can do it, but they can. I'm so curious to move these to 4096. Chikai Swamps is unbelievable. That's Bukala stuff that we did last week. And now we're gonna drop it in, okay? Pitch this. This is unbelievable what rings can do. Man, I'm spacing out again. Goodbye. Okay, what if we do this? I don't know what I want to do now. Oh, this. I don't know what I want to do, actually. That's good. You sometimes don't need to know what you want. 'Marco, how good am I at DJ 0 to 10? Honest. Honest. $11. Thank you very much. Which I think suits the thing because I brought it to 11 for sure. See? I brought it to 12 and I cannot keep it here. It's unstable, but it's gonna be temporary 12. $12.2. I wish I could jam like that. I'm way too structured for that. You need to just not know what you're doing. You know too much. No, I don't know. Yeah. Am I allowed to buy a real Eurorack right now? Did I prove it? Am I worthy of destroying a bank account? I think I am. Unfortunately, I am. I'm taking these to 13. I did study jazz though. That's probably good thing I did not study electronic music. That's 2 instances of modular. Oh, what? This has been recorded. There's not like, okay, like I told you, it sounded unbelievably cool. These patches are available in my Patreon for download, along with audio files, and songs are also on my SoundCloud. This will become an album on Bandcamp that we made together, okay? So all of these things, probably this song as well, actually, you know what? I'm actually gonna trim it and just put the whole set on SoundCloud. We lived it in the moment. We were there. I told you so. If you like what you saw, please consider joining the Patreon, because this is why this is happening. This is happening because of my Patreon and the people who support me. This will become an album. If you just want to support the album, you can do that. I'm gonna call it Send the Ending Credits, and man, goosebumps, people. Ciao.